Your friendly press officer, Magic Mage here, to provide some information regarding the free relocation event, Call of the New World. Are you stuck in a ghost town, abandoned and alone, with few friends to slam that help button and no possibilities to grow the Alliance technology to level 9, providing you the chance to obtain those precious portals? Curious to know what it is like to play in a server with hyper members who participate in events and games? Want to grow without using speed ups and gain those coveted Alliance daily mission treasure boxes? I'm here to advise you the developers heard your request and is graciously aiding members in finding a new home with the possibility to meet and make new friends. Lucas wishes to see Lords travel to their ideal world and has therefore gifted 114 servers within Conquest the chance to relocate to a new world of opportunities. You never know what you might discover if you seize the chance to jump into one of the 3 or 4 targeted worlds without any restrictions or portals based upon the server bracket you currently reside within. Traveling over space and time to a new server where you are unsure of the world you are jumping into can be scary and a big decision. However, you are given the time to review your options. The jump can begin December 18th at 0 UTC and ends January 28th at 0 UTC. Considering possible worlds requires thought and a little bit of research on your end. Remember, each kingdom provides boosts for certain types of immortals. Yidva, the Blue Kingdom, provides Spearmen a 5% increase in HP. The Red Kingdom, Roslyn, provides Cavalry 5% increase in HP. And Vitus provides Shieldmen a 5% increase in HP. When considering your new home, remember to look at what kingdom is strong in the world you are looking to jump into, and if that kingdom HP boost has synergy with the troops in your main march and will provide you an advantage in the ongoing game. For the purpose of this video, I'll be utilizing server 214 as an example to help guide individuals on how they can evaluate the potential target servers one can elect for their new home. There are a few things you might want to consider when reviewing our world and servers, particularly the target locations outlined for your bracket to jump into. I begin by observing which kingdom currently holds first place from their last core rankings. This tells me a few things. The first thing I glean from this information is the kingdom I will probably want to consider jumping into. This is because I know there is at least some activity for that kingdom to have taken first in core. The second thing it tells me is if they have recently appointed a king, and if they are able to capture the world heart. This is important because it tells me the strength of that alliance. Additionally, I want to look at the server and determine if it is a one color world or if the server is balanced amongst 3 kingdoms or 2. I also want to look at the overall power of each kingdom and particularly if the kingdom I am considering jumping into has power at present greater than the current kingdom I am within. I compare this to my current kingdom's overall power, so I have an idea of the size of the kingdom I'll be jumping into, the size of the lords that will reside within that kingdom, and the potential for the alliance. When considering potential jumps from server 214, server 211 appears to have the strongest kingdom to jump into. Having identified server 211 as a potential world to jump into, I next want to see and observe what's happening within that realm and that world. I do so by selecting the icon representing server 211 and hitting the blue checkbox. I am now teleported into the world from an outside perspective. I am able to see the different castles that reside within this server and which territories have been occupied and individual members have been appointed a governor or mayor of a city. As server 211 continues to appear promising, I will next look at the historical records within the Legion of Frostborn. This will tell me who was active in the different battles and what they were able to accomplish as a server overall. I acknowledge that depending upon the size of your server, you may not have participated in the Frostborn Wars. However, if you did participate, like I had, think back to which server was able to successfully capture and occupy different cities and gates. Who struggled with occupying a city? Was it able to hold off the winning alliance? Did it require working with another alliance to obtain their city? And who is able to put up a good fight? This is going to be helpful because it will give you some information regarding whether or not that server you are thinking about jumping into is an advantageous server for the upcoming Frostborn Wars. However, I do not recall much about facing Server 211 in the Frostborn Wars, primarily as I only faced Server 211 in Season 1. Alternatively, I do recall facing Server 210 in the Frostborn Wars and what they were able to accomplish as a server against the winning Server 209 in both Season 1 and Season 2. Over season 1, 2, and 3, I reflect back on what I know of the possible servers I can make my new home and the different times I've encountered these servers. Servers 210, 211, and 213 stand out the most. What I remember about server 213 from season 1 is the strong opponents with whom I was able to watch advance in the throne of Supreme and the significant contributions those individuals made in the Frostborn Wars. I am also aware through Legion chats and mergers across Season 2, some of the strong members who helped make Server 213 strong had migrated to other locations. I encourage you all to think back on Legion chats and conversations regarding who was discussing moving to new homes and where they moved to. This will help you know who may or may not reside within the current world you're looking to jump into. After reviewing the Frostborn War statistics, I next look at the different pieces of information within the Throne of Supreme, and the rankings here helped provide additional information to support that 211 really would be the most advantageous server for me to jump into, as two of the three seats held within the Throne of Supreme were held by members in server 211. Please remember, there is no right or wrong way to review potential options. This is merely one tool to help guide you in collecting information so you can make an informed decision that is best for you and any friends who wish to join you as you embark on your adventure into a new world. You may wish before jumping to create a small castle to observe that world you are looking at closer and review the rankings available. This can also be advantageous because it will provide the opportunity for you to introduce yourself to that server and to learn who they are before jumping your main account. We understand you may be disappointed if your server was not elected to participate this turn in the Call of the New World relocation event. However, this event will become available for more servers in the future, so keep your eyes open and don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity. Before we part, I do wish to leave you with one last piece of information. This event is not a mandatory event requiring you to jump. You may elect to stay in your own individual server. There are times where this may be the best course of action. For instance, you may have a silent farm with which you wish to utilize once your main account reaches conquest, and you do not wish to move your silent farm into a server who is seeking to resume activity and participation from all members. In this case, it may make sense to keep your farm account in a dead server where bubbling and activities are not expected of your silent farm. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe to observe future content.